been briefed by the CDC?
I have.
Are there words about a pandemic at this point?
No, we're not at all, and we have it totally under control. It's one person coming in from China, and we have it under control. It's going to be just fine.
Why America has the most coronavirus cases? Coronavirus, or COVID-19, is the most feared issue nowadays. It's a worldwide epidemic that started in the Chinese Taiwan. Shortly after, it has become a deadly and terrifying global pandemic. The US has more than 28 million coronavirus cases and nearly 500,000 deaths, which makes it the most affected countries in the world. This was related to multiple factors. To start with, President Donald Trump failed to address the pandemic due to his ignorance to warning signs. There were weeks wasted, and the delay caused enormous damage because of his belief that the virus would disappear, because he didn't want to create a panic, according to his words.
Now we're working very strongly with China on the coronavirus. That's a new thing that a lot of people are talking about. Hopefully it won't be as bad as some people think it could be, but we're working very.
I think it's going to work out fine. I think when we get into April and the warmer weather, that has a very negative effect on that and that type of a virus. So let's see what happens, but I think it's
We
going to work
did one
out
of the
fine.
great jobs, you say, how's President Trump doing? They go, oh, not good, not good. They have no clue. They don't have any clue.
Therefore, wrong policies and decisions made the issue worse. As government only tested those who got sick, some infected people who contact the virus show no symptoms and pass it on as testing was inaccessible, which led us to the second reason of the break of the novel coronavirus in the US. The problem was the lack of adequate testing infrastructure, as many Americans did not have access to tests, especially in minority communities where medical services are not provided. Finally, despite the strict emergency laws made by the American government to prevent the pandemic, like social distancing rules, restricted indoor activities, and wearing masks, many Americans didn't change their behavior, avoiding large crowds, as many of them didn't believe COVID-19 was not a real threat. So solutions like face masks, which were efficient for other countries, were ignored. The United States, one of the wealthiest countries and most developed and advanced in science and technology, wasn't able to overcome the pandemic.